Look at this. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I know what you guys are going to say. Why does he have spares on his CL550? Well, it's because I'm eliminating problems. So after having the car for a few days, I've diagnosed a couple things, couple issues with the car. For one, on the ride home, there was a whole lot of noise in the back. There was a lot of rotational noise, a hum, vibration, real bad vibration. It just so happened that the wheels that were on there, they were actually universal wheels, a 5x112 and a 5x114.3. And they did not have hub-centric rings on them because the center bore was a 74.1, while on a Mercedes, it is a 66.56. So there was a lot of vibration. It was a horrible ride home, but what that did is it caused other issues. So also, besides that, we also had the rear brake shoes that were damaged. I found out when I pulled in the driveway, when I tried to put the e-brake or the parking brake on, it did not engage. Instead, an error message came up. So I disassembled the rear brakes today, and I found out that the brake shoes are damaged. On the passenger side rear, the spring was broken. It was one of the springs was missing. So the shoes were kind of bouncing around, and there were a couple broken pieces that were bouncing around. So that was an issue. But I'm still getting the rotational noise, only going forward, not going in reverse, only going forward. It's like a all right, you can feel it in the cabin, but it starts off in the rear, and then of course the vibration resonates throughout the car. So what is causing that? That's what I have to find out now. What's causing that? Is it the rear diff assembly? Is it the rear axle? Is it a bearing? Something in the rear, something's wrong. And so that's why I said, having aftermarket wheels, these were 20-inch wheels, having aftermarket wheels, and they were heavy. They were not like a light alloy. They were a heavy wheel, and they were a universal lug without the hub-centric ring. If you're going to do that, you are going to damage your car if you don't have balanced wheels, no matter what size they are. If they're not balanced, you will cause damage. When you go with the aftermarket wheel, you have to know what you're doing, or at least have an installer that knows what he's doing. Be careful when you source your wheels. Know what you're buying. Okay, they're heavier wheels than what I would prefer. They're not the kind of wheels that I would choose. That's not important. What's important is the application of the wheels to the car. You have to make sure that either you or whoever's doing the work knows what they're doing. So I took off those wheels all the way around to eliminate that. I had to isolate the problem. I knew that those wheels were problems. Once I removed the first wheel, I realized that this is a problem. There's nothing centering these wheels onto the car, onto the hub. One wheel did have a hub-centric ring on it. Just one wheel did, just one. But again, on the ride home, I mean, there was enough vibration to make scrambled eggs. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that when you apply aftermarket wheels, make sure they're put on right. Now, like I said, it's potentially causing another problem. I have to figure out what it is. Cosmetic-wise on this car, you have right here the peeling of the clear coat down past the color. You have also some damage right here. It's cosmetic. I can fix it. What else? The tint. Looks like he got his windows tinted twice. Two different receipts for two tints. Just looks like two tints, two different colors. I'm not sure if that was on purpose. I'm not sure. The back window doesn't look tinted at all. If there is a tint, it's a very light color. Now that I think about it, it kind of matches these little quarter panels, little quarter windows. And the side windows are darker. No tint on the front windshield. So, you know, I gotta figure that part out, man. Front headlights need to be buffed. That's okay. That's okay. It's a little loud right now because the fan is on because it's hot out here. It's hot. It's over 90 degrees. And I just came back from test driving it again after I made a couple changes. So what I have to do regarding those back, parking brake pads is I removed the whole assembly. So my rear right now does not have e-brake, no parking brakes. I had to replace all that. Those components were broke, so they had to be replaced. So I'll have to order that. At the same time, I order new brake pads all the way around because it needs it. So again, I have to diagnose, figure out what's going on with that rotational noise. It could be the diff assembly, it could be an axle, it could be wheel bearings, I don't know. I'll do my research and just continue to do process of elimination. But it is a very, 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 very beautiful car. Very nice car. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Very impressed. Oh man, forgot about this. The dynamic seating. So when you're turning, the lower bolster of the seat inflates. It counter leans or counter, balances so you don't lean over, right? It also has night vision. Woo! I can't activate that right now because it's light outside, but know that it has night vision. Oh, it's beautiful. Right here on the center dash where the gauge is right there to tell you how fast you're going, all that right there, because that's digital. So it changes to the camera, to the night vision cameras. It's super dope. Super dope. Having an issue with the radio, sometimes it'll pick up a signal and all the radio functions work, sometimes it doesn't. When I went in the trunk, it looked like I saw some aftermarket wiring. So somebody had some type of amplifier or something back here. See those wires right there? Somebody has something right there. I don't see RCA cable, so I have to figure that part out too. All right. So I have some things to figure out. Nice car, but it's a project. I'll bring it back to life to where it should be. I'll bring it back. Know that. Know that. Very nice car. Till next time.